ta en annan dator och kolla. Det går inte något fel med att kolla på den här.
Vad sa du?
Det går inte något fel med att kolla på den här. Nej, egentligen inte.
Varför är den så liten?
Ingen aning. Det är för att den kan inte dubbla den, så jag har ingen aning om att den är så fet till att börja med att spela. För den har ingen sån fet upplösning. Det är ändå knappt allt. Varför har du ingen partner?
Vad sa du?
Varför har du ingen partnership?
För de skickar aldrig mitt jävla mail. Jag är på dem hela tiden. Men så där ska det inte se ut.
Så den här lilla?
Ja.
Jo, det är helt okej. Det
Va?
är ju bara, det kommer inte se ut så för dem, det är bara att vi har inte så här fet liksom livestream-grej. Det är bara, trycker fullscreen så kommer det se mycket bättre version.
Ja, men man ska ju kunna ha utan fullscreen och det ska se bra ut.
Det är bara att det är något fel med din webbläsare, det kommer inte vara så för andra. Fick jag garantera.
Men man ser ju inget i chatten där.
Nej. Vänta. Ni säger att den failade på ladda flash och ladda om sidan här va? Man kan inte ha flash upp sig på... Jag ska inte ha flash va?
Men på den här ser man inte... Oh my god.
Grek-apokalyps. Nu ser ni här på att det är live här och så ska vi kolla på chatten. Kommer upp. Alltså det är något fel med hans webbläsare eller flash. Man kan inte ladda chatten via utan kolla på HP Flate där. Det var från här.
Jaha, jag kommer inte in på.
Vet du mer om inte kan se chatten?
Vad sa du?
Det är väldigt deprimerande om man inte kan se chatten. Så inte får
Ja,
någon.
vänta, vi får ringa Alex.
För jag vill inte strula omkring med grejer på Instagram och på Grekland.
Vänta, vad har jag min telefon? Vad har jag min telefon nu då?
Det är telefon. Du hade en sån timer senast där
Ja.
ute. Men så efter det där var det.
Ja, tack. Det är väl med du, eller bäst om du är med här också när vi snackar. Ja, eller du kanske kan.
Jag kan gå ut med erfarenhet. Dig med såna här saker.
Tjena Alex. Nu pratar man upp chatten på sidan. Ja, men typ när du tar upp så man ser liksom själva streamsidan för oss så har vi inte så chatten funkar. Ja, jag sa att vi gör det. Nej, jag visste inte säkert. Share got there.
Nu är det sladdan skit.
Ja.
Direkt.
Den ser ju dock väldigt dåligt från här. Den här kommer ju behöva vrida. Förmodligen. Kan man förstora chatten lite?
Stora chatten tycker jag.
Det är svårt att läsa härifrån. Alex vi hade som ett eget fönster med den nästan så jag
Bara
bara
kan jag
hade...
poppa upp med då?
Ja,
Ska vi ha fullscreen på det själva?
ja,
Så tänker du då?
ja typ för det blir lätt att läsa.
Hoppas på att den laddar nu och inte dampar sig.
Hey, what's up guys? Having some problems with the chat right now. Flash is not really responding, but it should work in a second.
Jävla klitter i chatten. Vad gör du?
So let's see. Får vi vrida dessa kameror lite? Oops.
Alltså den vill man inte ladda.
Jaha, jag var på den där.
Alltså det är nog dampigt med den här jävla streamchatten. Uppdatera men den vill inte funka. Den funkar när vi går in här. Men det funkar inte när vi sätter upp den i poppa.
Oh my god.
Det står rock mellan.
Vet fan. Tvåan I guess. Yeah, we keep having some problems with the chat right now. Hopefully we'll be able to figure it out very soon.
Jag vill verkligen inte ladda. Jag fattar inte ens vad det är.
It's like right now we can't really see what you guys are writing, so it's not worth it to start the stream until the problem is fixed. Ta det, tryck på den show chat där då.
Ja. Sweden or Germany?
I'm from Sweden, if that was the question. Ah, okay. Yeah, maybe he did.
Ja. Vi kan inte prova att ta... Om du vill ha den större så kan vi prova med kontroll. Det vet du.
Försök. Kan du en större till?
Så, det är bra.
Okej, ja. Då ska jag försöka sitta lite.
Armada sucks. Looks like you're gonna money match
Yeah.
soon with stupid Yoshi.
Yeah. Stupid Yoshi. I challenge you to a money match in Melee. Are you up for it? And yeah, we do not have Lolux fixing the stream today. So we are here on our own.
Rolex is a god.
Yeah, Lolux is the god. But yeah, I think, yeah, we can start the stream now. At least I can see what you guys are writing. And yeah, today we had Anutim with us, a pretty new player from Gothenburg. Started with PM mostly, but Gothenburg is not really playing PM that much, so he has more and more transitioned into melee. Yeah, I can read this, so Marshmallow. It's no problem now. Oh, you're coming back to Europe next year? That's so cool, dude. Make sure to tell me when it gets closer. And hopefully we can have a tournament or something for you when you get over here. It was such a long time since last time. Yeah, shield dropping is so good. I was like, when I stopped playing after Apex 2013, some Peach players were like asking me if it was one thing like that you wanted to learn like before you quit it, but you didn't manage to do. I basically said shield drop because that would make like the biggest impact for sure. Like when you're stuck in a disadvantaged position, many times you can turn it around into a neutral position or an advantaged position. And after the summer, I'm pretty sure we will see Mango, Mewtwo and PP use it soon. Or hopefully at least. But yeah, I think that's gonna be the case. Top 3 Falcons is probably like, I don't know if we should include Hax or Mango. Like after SGA, both of them would be there, or I don't know, like we don't include them. I guess that's making it more fair, like Falcon mains. Then it would be like SGA. Second is probably, I don't know, I've seen Lord has been having some pretty good results. I have never played against him in person though, so it's hard to judge. And then I think it could be Yappy too. Or maybe Gucci. He did a pretty good performance at Apex 2012. He did place 25th, I think. Or maybe it was Apex 2013. Yeah, it was Apex 2013. Now I'm not really trying to pick up Falco. If I will pick up another character, it's gonna be Fox. I still like to play like all the top 6 characters except for Puff. Yeah, shield dropping in PM is actually, I'm not entirely sure if it's harder, but at least it's different. Before I learned shield drop consistently in melee, I was like, no, it's easier in PM. But back then I did not have a white controller, and now when I did change to white controller, I have to say it's easier for me in melee to do it rather than PM. But I've never really been trying to learn it in PM. But right now, yeah, it does feel a bit harder. Yay, Falco! Yeah, I guess like my Falcon should do like something super cool and flashy, like triple knee to Falcon Punch, and then it will explode on the internet and I will be the biggest smasher on Twitch already. It sounds like a pretty cool plan, guys, right? Triple knee to Falcon Punch. Everyone will love it. Not like, it doesn't even need to be competitive smashers. They're gonna be like, oh, I played this game as a kid and apparently you can do 3 knees into Falcon Punch. This is the coolest game ever. I would prefer if the competition like in Europe was higher, but Levin and Ice is both very good. Like, I did beat Levin in straight sets at Comeback, but he did beat me at Beast and Wrath, even though I did not play Peach at Wrath. And I have also improved a lot this summer. But still, I do feel like both of them is very good players. But also the thing with characters, like if you have like the basic tech skill down and you are good at the game, I feel like you should be able to play like most characters. And Mango and Mewtwo is doing the same. The difference is I don't use them as much, and in tournament I prefer to play Peach. But everyone on that level, if they have decent tech skill, they should be able to play basically any character in the game. With the exception of very, very unique characters, like maybe Yoshi, Ices, and stuff like that. My Luigi, you only have to see the match against AGP Anton. That's the only thing necessary for my Luigi to always be remembered, apparently. I think it's pretty funny that that single video is like top 3 or 4 or something in like the most seen videos by me on YouTube. Only because it's so random. And the funny thing is also that AGP is actually a Luigi main himself. And he was like, oh, Luigi is so fucking hard to play against this character. The aerial I use after the dash attack with Peach, it depends on percent and DI. So it's a bit complicated to explain because it's not like black and white. But if the DI into me, usually going for the upper is like your answer, because upper is sending them upwards, and being above someone in Smash is usually a bad spot, and the upper has a lot of combo potential. If they DI away, I either have to go for like another dash attack because it's a fast option, or I should try to remain like space with like F4 over there. Oh no. play some shitty characters. Yeah, if the stream wants that, but then you have to give suggestions, and not Bowser or Ganon, because those characters I actually think is boring to play.
Don't you love the fair?
Hmm?
Don't you love the fair?
Nah, I have no love for Ganon.
Let Kago be disappointed.
Yeah, but he already know I'm like having a Ganon hate. Bowser or Ganon, such a troll. Favorite character besides Peach is either Fox or Sheik, I think. Like, Fox have so many options, it's ridiculous. You can always do something good in like basically any situation, and regardless of how they take or how smart they are, you can always punish them on reaction, and that's so good for my style. And with Sheik, I just feel such a satisfaction tech chasing someone to death, especially Falcons. But that's only because I did specialize in the matchup back in the day. Yeah, the thing with your hype Solar is like you'd love to hype stuff up randomly, like the Gothenburg community about Scar or the moon. It's more like an inside joke rather than anything else. No. We do have tournaments in Sweden, but not that often. Like, the community over here is not that big, which is one of the reasons. And since it's not that big, it also means it's less likely to have people holding tournaments. Like, in America it's so many people, so it's more likely for one of them to be like, oh, I should hold a tournament, it's good for the community. Most of the Smashers, they're more like kind of expecting other people to hold tournaments, because either they really do not like being a TO or they are lazy. One of the two usually. So right now in Sweden it's usually me and Lolex holding like almost everything with a few exceptions. Like 9 out of 10 bigger tournaments is by me and Lolex. My tag come from a friend of Aniola's. He thought Armada was like a good nickname for me, so that's why. It doesn't have anything to do with Adam spelled backwards and Action Replay. Yeah, that quote about the moon is actually true. It was an inside joke, but still. The moon though! $2 pizza though! I'm the moon, I'm talking like this. Yeah, that's basically the moon's accent. It's so much fun, especially when Rebas from Holland is saying it. Basically, you're dying of laugh because it's such a perfect like impression.
Did you hear that debate? He did like 5 minutes of him impression the movie.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I wasn't there. I heard him do it like a lot, but not such a long impression. Wait, is more people having problem with the game sound? If that's the case, type 1 if you have problem with the game sound.
I'm not seeing any ones.
Favorite games besides Smash? The Mega Man games to NES or Phoenix Wright. Damn, that quote from Rebus. I am actually gonna trick you to drink the entire bottle. The thing is, I can tell you guys now, because if I ever end up drinking by you, I will trick you after we have been having a few drinks, and then it's done. You can't do anything to prevent it from happening. And yeah, okay, a lot of people is having problem with that. We'll see. Actually, one sec, guys. Yeah, we'll see if we can fix it. Rocky tog någon sån jävla hög vad som är headset som var inkopplad till datorn. Kan det ha något att göra med det?
Det är ju förmodligen någon som är inkopplad till den här.
Mm.
Det här borde ljud gå via USB automatiskt, så nej, det kan inte vara. Det måste vara någonting via XSplit i så fall.
Ha så jag kan se streamen samtidigt om möjligt. You want to hear more of the beautiful voice? Yeah, it's actually a good idea. It's not like every day you guys get the chance to hear it, even though that will be the case now in the future.
That ego.
Hmm?
That ego.
Yeah.
You should create.
They are creating an ego for me. You guys are gonna make me like turning into a bad person. I get.
Leffen 2.0.
Yeah. No, actually no. That's way too much disrespect. Now you turn it all the way back.
I'm not sure how to fucking change it.
Nah, we'll see when Rocky get back if he can fix it. We'll go with this for now. So you have to like...
Imagine the sound.
Yeah. Imagine...
Do meditation and while watching.
Yeah. And you can hear me commentate instead, or like...
You can do the sound effect.
Pew, 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 pew. Pew, pew. Focus lasers. So good. Damn, Yabi. Yeah, Yabi did see me super drunk actually, so he should know. It was so much fun. You guys should come back to Sweden. I do have a new apartment though, so I probably can't house as many people, but still. We would have a great time. I'm actually way more proud of Apex 2013 rather than CEO. The thing is, Apex 2013, it was bigger, having more good players, and it also made me undefeated for almost 2 years.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that happens sometimes. The screen turned black. It's a common problem with these flat screens for some reason.
Never happened to me.
Really?
No.
It has happened several times with this screen. When Lowlex was here as well. I don't think it happened even once yesterday though.
You must have done something weird. Screen.
It happened in Norway as well with this kind of screen. Or maybe not this screen specifically, but one screen that was like a flat screen, not CRT.
I've never had the issue, and I have the same screen, so also the same streaming setup.
Okay, that's weird then.
Shut up again. Mår du bättre nu?
Ja, nice. Jag tror det. Alltså, vi flyttade ut i något fönstret idag.
No, Yappy, we actually did not get kicked out by the neighbors. That's a pretty good guess though. The reason we had to move was because we had a second-hand contract, and the guy that was like owning the apartment, he wanted to move back in, so we needed to find a new apartment, and now we have a first-hand contract. So now no one can be like, oh, you have to move, you have to move.
Yeah, and besides, these neighbors are way better. Like, most of the neighbors in this area are students, so they don't give a shit either.
Yeah, actually we should like invite all the people, like have the entire neighborhood having one big party. Like, I was watching a movie on the theater today that was called Bad Neighbors. I think we should live like they do in that movie. Party every single night. Super loud, the cops is there, but they don't give a fuck at the start because they are like wrecking the old people.
If they complain, then we'll say, oh, you want to drink as well?
Yeah. But yeah, I'm happy. And we also live on the first floor, so now no one can complain about the fact that I'm walking loudly. That was that was actually
That was the way to make a complaint.
yeah.
Yeah.
That was one complaint we received. We were walking too loudly. In my room too, and I basically never use my room, which is weird.
Yeah, it is.
Ice or Kirby Kase? I will answer Ice and not Mewtwo King. Like, I think Ice's Sheik is way more fun to watch. Like, I like Mewtwo King as a person and player, but his Sheik is so lame. It's one of the lamest things in Smash. His Marv is way cooler, I think.
What about his Puff?
His Puff, yeah, but that's the only reason his Puff exists is to prove a point that you can be super gay with Puff. And he's doing pretty well, showing it can be gay, but it's actually not that hard.
I gotta take a shower again. It's fucking great to do out there. Like, it's been raining non-stop, pretty much. And then it's
Yeah.
when I got here, of course.
Yeah, I told him.
He called it earlier.
I called it earlier. I call it so hard. Like, the weather is very bad in this area and raining a lot. But for some, yeah.
It's raining.
yeah, it's Gothenburg. Second time. But the thing is, like, I've been reading the weather so well lately. Like, me and Lolux were taking the tram yesterday and it started to rain so much when we did enter the tram. And Jörg, who you guys saw on stream yesterday, he was taking the bike, and of course the rain wrecked him hard. And Lolix were like, no, I hope it doesn't rain when we go out of the tram. And I'm like, why are you worrying, dude? I've already been reading the fact that it's gonna stop raining by the time we go out. Basically 30 seconds before we leave the tram, it stops raining. Pretty good read, right? And now today, Rocky was out, like, fixing some stuff. And I told him, like, oh, the rain is like gonna stop right the moment he gets back. Oh fuck, I suck.
You boys had any dinner yet?
Yeah, we had dinner.
Okay, I offered to make dinner on the list. Alright.
No one wanted to wait for
Yeah, you have to make the dishes instead. Yeah, Android got picked up by Carnage Esport, not Liquid.
I thought Liquid is only for American players.
Yeah, it might be. I'm not very like updated with Liquid. No. Oh yes.
I'm surprised that it's done so far. Seems like a recovery going on. I'm sure you can.
Yeah, I guess I have the habit of saying gay sometimes. You guys have to like excuse me for not being a native speaker of English, and sometimes I might not use the correct word. It happens. I will work on it a bit more though. Yeah, Amsa Sheik is still very fun to watch. It's just a bit sad that like when you see some errors that he shouldn't be making. And that's because for a long while he wasn't playing as much as he did back in the day. But his overall style is very fun to watch. I would love to see if he's like still able to do it like to the top with that kind of style, because every other Sheik is playing like almost the opposite of that style. I'm convinced he can do it to the top though, but I want to have some like proof. Mm. Yeah, Android is awesome. He would deserve like a good sponsorship. He has improved quite a bit like the last year. He started to improve more after I moved out. It's weird. But that's the case. But that's also the case. Even players that has been playing for like many years, like from one day to another, it can be like a completely new game. It's like you find a solution to solve the puzzle. And I think that was one of the things that happened with Android. Like the way he was looking at the game before and now, it changed. It was like he was realizing some important stuff and put the pieces together. And I do think he can improve even more for sure. Pontus, are you going to Gothenburg tonight? Or what was the plan? I did not entirely read the entire message. No updates about the documentary yet, but it has been a pretty common question, so I'm not gonna stream tomorrow or Saturday because I'm going to a tournament, but on Sunday I'm gonna stream again, and then I will make sure to contact Samex in the meantime, so I can give you guys an update about it. Hopefully that is good enough of an answer. No! Debate! No. The sub button, oh, I'm trying to reach the Twitch guys so badly, and I did send both of them, or like two of them at least, a message on Twitter. First to the guy that was like introducing me to this guy called NL, and then when he didn't reply, I did send a message to NL instead. Also a mail, which I did send like 4 days ago, and he did respond that he will send the important mail tonight, and that was 24 hours ago, and I still haven't received it. It's kind of hard to work with people when they do not get back to you. Oh no. But yeah, I'm gonna have like 2 days of a break for the stream, so I better hope it's up on Sunday. I probably think Falcon is better against Peach than Falco. I think Falcon wins the matchup by a slight margin, and Peach Falco is about even. And the reason for that is like Falcon's speed makes it very hard for Peach to like get in, I would say, and his approaches is a bit more like tricky in a sense. They are more like crouch cancel able, but still the fact that he kills Peach from a grab and have a better punish game is huge factors. It might also be the fact that I really like to play against Falco, or at least I did back in the day. I do not get the same proper practice against Falco because Cal W was like not playing for a long while. He started now again though, so hopefully I can like get back to like being super good against Falco.
Falcon destroys Peach, man.
I don't think he destroys Peach, but I think he wins. Unless I have been proved for sure, and my own theory crafting has like been telling me a thing about the matchup being super bad, I do not want to believe it. I refuse. It only makes it harder, like if you really think your character can't do it. Oh, nice. I'm going to a small tournament in the south of Sweden this weekend, and I would love to stream from it. The problem is they don't have any internet, so that's gonna be tricky. In the future though, I will stream at tournaments as well,
Isn't anyone bringing 4G though?
Hmm?
Isn't anyone bringing internet? Like 4G?
They could, but yeah, actually I'm probably gonna send a post about it in like the events page later on tonight. It would be very cool, but most likely it's not gonna be a stream. The characters that destroys Peach, I would say, is Puff and Fox. And when it comes to Fox, I am pretty sure like most people will be like, no, it's like sort of an even matchup, but that's only because they don't know the matchup. If it's one matchup, like for this summer, like for example, I really tried to like entirely get completely downloaded. It's Fox, and I have been playing against the character so much. The thing is, Fox is racking up percent on distance. Every guessing situation is in his favor, and that's very hard.
har alltså väldigt stora attacker, men du har ganska mycket lag på alla dina attacker. Så du måste verkligen försöka undvika och slänga ut grejer så mycket som bara kan. Så när du är helt hundra på att kunna träffa.
Som en värnställning då.
Det är lättare sagt gjort.
The thing with Peach Light Shield on the edge, I know she's going down to the ledge, but I'm not sure if he actually grabs it faster than Marth. I probably should try it out again. Yappy, what do you mean about the favorite to get second place? Even if that would be the case, don't tell yourself that. You're the favorite to win, dude. When? Oh. Oh, that's a pretty stacked tournament. Okay, yeah, I respect that. We all have different ways to improving. That's also one of like the hard things to tell someone, like when they're asking you like, oh, what's the best way to improve? The way I see it is usually like, if you're studying for a test, everyone is having like a different method. Some people like to have like noises around, like music. Some people can't study with it. Some people like to read a lot. Some people like to discuss a lot. And I guess the same thing could be been applied to Smash. You're begging me to play Roy? Since you're actually begging me, okay, sure. I will fulfill your dream and play Roy for like 1 or 2 games.
The ego is growing.
It's not growing, dude. Not yet.
Mind if I answer a question? Julian Alcazar, I wouldn't say that Falcon has any great approaches. What you can do is use a lot of mix-ups with platforms. And make it look like you're going to approach and then bait the opponent to doing something dumb and hit him from it. So yeah, just work on your movement and you'll be fine.
Everything with EMP is fine. I'm getting paid. I promise you guys. But in November, when my contract goes out, I will see what the best option is. If staying is the case, I will do that. If leaving is the case, I will do that. Actually, like playing Roy and watching like a Roy player, I actually feel bad for the people like actually trying this character. Like every time you do an aerial, it's like, oh, he has 300% and I still can't kill him for some reason. But I guess the fire makes up for it. It makes him better than Marth, right?
That's flashing.
My synergy with Mewtwo is basically made on rolls. Like, the thing is, I've played so much teams over the years and I like it, so I usually just adapt to my teammate and do whatever is best for the team. But Mewtwo is having a very set style in doubles, so he like to have like all of these roles, and I'm just following what he's saying. It's not harder than that. And the thing is, like, to get like an idea of how teams should be played, I do think that's a very good thing actually. Like, for example, this is a bit hard to explain without having all the characters in mind. After this match I will actually show an example, so Rocky will join in very fast, so I can show the example.
Oh yeah, Paul just asked the question about if he could come over tonight. He was asking how late you guys would stay up.
My boss is leaving, is it 8:30, 8 o'clock, or what is it?
Yeah,
We had the same. 8 o'clock, yeah. So we'll probably finish the stream around 2 o'clock. I have to pack my bag as well. So, yeah, 2 o'clock at latest, I think. Yeah, Rocky, can you plug in a controller? Yeah, it is. So, I will show like one simple thing in Teams that is like super important, and it will look very obvious, but I can tell you guys, 90 you can use, take a Spacey, and I can take Sheik, and you can be no, Tim, you should join as well. You can be on my team, or it doesn't matter depending on the color, I guess. Okay, so I will show a simple example of like when rules can be super good to like apply. I will in crouch cancel. I will give you like 40-50%. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna hit Rocky, and just for like the case of the argument, he is gonna roll away. He's gonna roll away from me to the ledge. And Tim, you should stay closer to me. Like imagine a 2v1. We have a punish on the fox. No, you can stay here. So we are having a punish on the fox, and who should do what is the question. A lot of people, they're like, oh, I'm closest to the opponent, so I should try to cover everything. That's stupid. So I'm gonna hit Rocky now, and he's gonna tech towards the ledge. And Tim, your role is to wait for either roll in or tech in place. My role is to always cover to the ledge, and your role is to cover everything else. So we hit Rocky, and it goes to the ledge, and he gets punished, and he's gonna die. That's super good. My role is always taking the roll away. And now we do it again. Crouch cancel again. What did you say?
Yeah. Do it over. Except I roll in this time.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
So okay, we're gonna do it again, and this time Rocky's gonna roll in. Like stay here or something, Tim. And now, yeah, like DI away on the F tilt and then roll in. I did cover roll away, and Tim was covering roll in. But the thing is, he also have the responsibility for tech in place. The thing a lot of people do, and I will also show that before we quit this. So I'm gonna hit Rocky again, and he's gonna roll in this time. And Tim, you wanna cover roll in, right? You see, that is what one very important factor. A lot of people, when they have an opportunity to punish someone in teams, they go for the option they think they're gonna roll. In singles, that's fine because you have to cover everything on your own. But if I like cover roll in this situation, it doesn't make it easy for Tim, and I also doesn't cover roll away. So if I always cover roll away and I give everything else to Tim, we are both aware of what role we do have, we cover more, and we won't hit each other. That's one very important thing about teams. But I will make a guide to like have all these kinds of examples. But that's one thing. So when me and Mewtwo is like team combing someone or something like that, we already know what the other person is gonna do. The thing is, when I was starting to play like Melee back in 2005 and stuff like that, I wasn't really thinking like in such a complex manner. So me and Aniolas and me and Android, we did learn all of this stuff without even like talking. It was more like, oh, I already know you're gonna cover, roll in, stuff like that. And I do think something like that is very good for like build the best possible kind of synergy, because even if you end up being in a situation that is like you're super unfamiliar with, you already know like what your teammate is gonna do. You already know that. If you have roles but you don't have role for a specific situation, you might end up like in a weird spot and you guys hit each other. That's the weakness with roles, because it's very hard to cover every single possible situation that possibly could appear. But yeah, still, to learn like the basic of teams, having roles is very good. No, I had the AV5. I'm so stupid. Die. And now I'm not gonna get hit again because it's always happening something on the last stock. Fuck.
Karma.
It's because your ego is growing. You deserve that. It's because your ego is growing. You deserve that.
You want my ego to grow. You want that. But yeah, Pontus, are you still feeling sick? Are your plan to make me sick so you have a better chance to win the tournament?
That's some hardcore strategy.
Yeah, that's some hardcore strategy.
Typical Pontus.
And then you feel like good by tomorrow or Saturday, and I feel like shit. But yeah, one thing Japi did mention earlier as well, that also is very true. You need to have faith in your teammate. Like, even if you have all of these kind of roles, if you don't have faith in your teammate, you're a lot of times, even if you know, oh, this is my teammate's responsibility to cover this thing, if you don't trust in him, you might go for it anyway because you are afraid he's gonna mess up. And you can't do that. Like, even if your teammate will mess up once in a while, it happens to everyone because we're humans, in the end it's only gonna get worse, because you don't learn anything by playing like that. It only makes your teammate confused, and he's gonna be afraid to like go in and taking the opportunities to actually win the game, to finish it off. So even if someone is like the clearly better player, you should not play like that, because it only takes longer to like get a very, very solid team with like good understanding and synergy. Yeah, the thing is, like, Sheik might be a bit more flow-sharded than Spaces, and it might make it easier, but the thing is, you also have to like consider the fact that since Sheik is more like flow-shard and has less options, it's also easier to cover everything she can do. Like, she can't mix up as much as Spaces, so the guessing game against her is way easier than it is against Spaces. So if you think about it for a bit more, you will most likely come to the conclusion that it's harder to play a character with less options, because then you actually have to be smarter than your opponents.
Sheik is kind of like Ryu, like super easy to learn, but really, really hard to play at a high level.
No PM today. I'm most likely gonna have like maybe my first PM session at some point next week. I'm coming home on Sunday, like after a tournament, and then it's gonna be some melee, and then at some point next week, it's gonna be some PM. I might have a guest from Sweden over next week actually for a day. I might, and he's playing PM too quite a bit, or actually mostly PM. So it's a kind of familiar face in like the Smash Brothers series, but he hasn't been playing for quite a while, so it will be a surprise for a lot of people. But he told me recently he wanna like start to play PM more, and he was interested in like coming here, so he might come next week, and if that's the case, we will have our first PM session next week.
I want to see you moonwalk, by the way.
Yeah, I saw that. Like, I do use Moonwalk once in a while. I use it mostly with Fox though. Like Moonwalk with Fox into like backer or something off stage. It's so good. Or like just Moonwalk and pretend you're gonna jump off Bear. So you bait your opponent, like they're afraid you're gonna jump out and they throw out an unsafe move. And then afterwards you just take the ledge or something. I also use it to take the ledge with Peach from time to time. I use it like this because that's the fastest way to grab the ledge with Peach if you don't have a turnip. Because unlike Marth, who has a backer who turns him around, Peach doesn't have that kind of move. So, except for like throwing the turnip, but it takes so much time. So if you don't already have it, a lot of times it's not worth to do it.
Are you bringing out the Zelda?
I'm bringing out the Zelda? Okay, sure. Zelda is actually the most fun to play against spaces in teams. But yeah, we can try Zelda.
Are we gonna see a Royal Guard? I mean, 3 backers in a row.
Yeah, I think he has too much percent this stock.
Oh.
And with not so good DI.
Does Steven work on Marth?
With bad DI, I guess like 2 is working for sure at least. Or with bad, I actually meant like combo DI.
Whoa.
Oh fuck! We had the triple. We had the triple. Oh fuck! Mewtwo favorite troll character. It seems like he always brings it out in teams. Oh my god, that move is so bad. Yep, the sniping is working even with Dean's fire. Yeah, triple fire is a bit like triple knee, but the fact that you are not fast, so it looks even more impressive in one sense. It doesn't look as cool maybe, but it is harder. So let's survive. Random fun facts. I'm not sure if I have it anymore, but I was playing Break the Targets back in the day, and then I saw these categories like finishing every stage in Break the Targets with a certain move. So I actually made Zelda's uppy only Break the Targets and got the world record. But yeah, I'm not sure if I still have it. Oh damn, yeah, it was way earlier than Peach dies. Oh, I wanted a reverse weak backer into strong fair.
Oh, it looks like you were going for the strong hit.
Oh nah, I wanted the weak one for the backer.
Oh,
No!
What's even happening?
Yeah, you have to DI behind Zelda on that throw.
I think this is the first time I've ever played Zelda.
Yeah, I never play like against Zeldas either. Okay, let's play Zelda one last game.
That sound effect.
One thing I really don't understand with Zelda is why her grab is so slow. It doesn't make any sense. It's like they almost thought Zelda's backer and forward air would actually make her broken, so they had to like, oh no, yes. So they had to nerf the grab to make up for it.
What would be required for Zelda to become a good character? Like decent.
I think a better recovery, or like in theory Zelda's recovery is good if you can always like do slip offs, but a better grab for sure. A lot of characters can like punish her, like unshield, and then grab before Zelda's grab comes out. So she's basically forced to roll against every character, which is stupid. That's number one. And then she also needs like an aerial, which is like giving her better combo potential. Like her upper, for example. Imagine if she had like Mars upper to keep someone above her. That would also make her much better.
Maybe, I don't know, she has decent zoning with the backer and forward.
Yeah, it's decent zoning. But it's like, she doesn't have like any very good combo potential.
Yeah, it's pretty much just the backers and forward airs.
It's very strong though.
It is. Especially if people don't know what it does.
It would be very hype if Zelda's backer and forward air, you could have like one strong hit and one weak hit, and they looked exactly the same, and the sweet spot would be weak or strong depending on which button you press, like something like that, because then you wouldn't like be able to do a weak one to strong one and completely wreck people, and that would be so much fun. But yeah,
Use Sheik.
Sheik.
No.
But yeah, did we ever get the confirmation if Pontus is coming or not?
I have the best DI in the world.
I suck. Sheik Needles is so good. Imagine if Sheik's Needles were working like Metal Man's power in Mega Man 2. You can angle it like upwards, downwards, straight forward, straight backwards, and in then every possible angle, basically.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, like you start with a needle upwards, then up to the right, then slightly less up to the right, then down to the right, and then down. Like 6 or 7 needles in one edge guard. That would be so hype. Yeah, the PAL upper with Sheik is much weaker, but it opens up for good combos on especially fast fallers, I would say. So I think the upper is better against fast fallers, but worse against floaties, because floaties it's more important to like kill them. And against spaces is more important to combo. I hate this screen that turns black sometimes. Okay.
It didn't happen at all yesterday though.
Yeah.
I think it may be some problem with the intermedia because it looked like it freezed on the stream as well. So it's not monitor label. It's something to do with the intermedia LGP.
Yeah, but I have seen it like.
Maybe there's a funny wire.
Yeah, maybe.
Because the whole stream stopped as well as soon as the blackout started. The light froze.
Yeah. Yeah, the Marth matchup is gonna be next week. Either when I'm traveling to the tournament or home from the tournament, I'm gonna start writing on the guide. And then at some point during next week, I'm gonna post my first official guide. It's gonna take hours to complete it. It's gonna be tons of work, but yeah. But the end result will be super good. So everyone that is like playing Peach or Marth can expect something amazing. Like I'm not gonna like talk about it in stream and release like the entire script for it before I'm satisfied. And for the people wondering why I choose Marth instead of any other character to begin with, from like Peach point of view, and also talk about it from Marth's point of view, of course, for a bit. But yeah, the reason for that is because yesterday on stream, I asked the stream which matchup they would like me to start with the most. And it was a kinda tight battle between like Marth and Fox, and maybe Sheik, but Marth was winning in the end. So I'm gonna do what the viewers wanted me to do. Yeah, we'll try to have the next Beast in January. The thing is, we can't have the same venue, most likely. Or like, the next Beauty, which is like the more tournaments for the Swedish people, or maybe Scandinavia, like the smaller ones. They did ban us from having more than 50 people in the venue because of how the venue got treated last time. Which is very sad, because I worked my ass off to make a good tournament. I literally was working 16 hours a day, having a few minutes per day to eat, and getting like 6 hours at most to sleep per night. Not even that always. And so it felt pretty bad that was like the thank you for holding the tournament. But some people, they really tried to help out. Like shoutouts to Pontus and Rebas for like taking care of the dishes countless of times, even though people never could understand like this is wrong, we should not like fuck up the entire venue or like listen to some simple rules. So yeah, it's sad, but we will try to find a new venue, and hopefully they won't like have any restrictions from us after we are using it. I haven't heard anything about Lucas nerf in PM regarding the recovery, but I will be honest, I think recovery should be nerfed by a significant margin for like basically at least half the cast. So it sounds like something very wise and something I support. Yeah, Shine of the Shield is like way too fast. It's kind of stupid in one way, because Space is having in the best.
I didn't know that the hitbox extended that far down.
Yeah. But the thing is, like, Spaces is having like by far the best pressure, and then they are getting out of like pressure the fastest as well.
Are you
It's
in for a bit? Alright. That was over.
yeah, I can take one. Thanks.
Ska jag hämta vatten medan? Så jag kommer inte ihåg att
Eh.
det är vattenglas.
Kan du hämta ett glas åt mig också?
Du såg inte vad stämmelglas innan?
Nej, jag tror inte det.
Ja just det, här ser jag.
Yeah, that's a Yappy. Yappy loved to rolls. The thing is, like, Yappy was ahead of the metagame in that sense, I would say. The thing is, I think the reason people was watching it rolls like something stupid is because a lot of new players that is not really sure how the game works, they end up doing a lot of rolls randomly. And then people, like, they are thinking of rolls as something bad to do because a lot of bad players accidentally happens to do it. But Yappy realized it was like really smart and an option people are not covering a lot of times. And even if you know someone is rolling, it's still a 50-50 if you guess the right direction. So yeah, it is a pretty solid option. And more people is starting to use it like nowadays.
Ska vi köra rotation då? Ska vi köra rotation eller vill du ta ett James?
Jag får gärna ett tag. Typ såhär 20 minuter eller något.
And also with the fact that Spaces are using more and more Shine Grab these days because it's so safe against basically every character. Except for themselves. Like, they can jump out Shine sometimes, at least it feels like that. But against every other character, it's safe, so you're kind of forced to roll. And once you start to roll more, Spaces has to switch it up by like trying to cover the roll or doing regular pressure, and that's easier to beat. So like after you use roll a lot of times, you will like condition them to do something else. Oh, nice.
I was just mumbling.
Jag har också ett headset jag tänkte lyssna på musik som du kan få på det.
Oh, damn. Yeah, the weak knee edge guard is very good. The thing that most people is not doing is the fact that if you're going very low against the weak knee, it's very hard for Falcon, because if he makes the commitment of jumping out, a lot of times he's basically fucked up, and the best thing he can do is like trying to take like an SD kill with you.
Yeah, that's what I always go for. I expect to trade stocks all the time when I do it.
Yeah.
It just works out in my favor a lot.
The thing is, like, most people is not aware of the fact that they should go low, so Falcon is getting away with the Hack's edge guard like way too much. It's still a very good like option, but if people is aware of how to handle it, it doesn't become as good as it looks. It's not like this kind of edge guard, like super safe no matter what. But then Randall fucked it up just because I wanted to say it.
What are the main differences between Paul and NTSC Falcon?
With Falcon,
Yeah.
Falcon's knee is much stronger in NTSC, which allows him to do like double knees or like knee to upper way easier, because since it's stronger, the hit stun is longer. Another difference is you don't have to cancel the gentleman with Falcon in PAL. You can just like spam the A buttons or whatever. So it's like one buff, one nerf.
Why does it call me gentleman?
I'm actually not sure what the name is coming from the start.
I think there was like a Japanese Falcon player called Jungleman.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Never heard about him.
It might just be a rumor.
Ah, okay.
But basically the story was that Isaiah and that player, they had a competition to see who could do the Gentleman properly and the most times. And Gentleman won, of course. And that's why it's named as it is.
In one way, I can't believe in this story just because I've never heard it and it should be more well known. Like, I've never heard anyone talk about it. But I'm actually gonna believe in the story just because it's so epic.
Oh.
Yeah, we're playing in PAL. Oh yeah, there's my water. Nah, sweet spot knee is not weaker in PAL. That's the same. It's only the weak knee.
You can play PAL in a soft mode, I don't think you just need a USB loader.
Yeah, Tim, since you're sitting kind of far from the mic right now, it might be easier if you type your response.
Yeah, I think so.
Because I think they might not hear you. But yeah, overall in this matchup, I kind of get the feeling like a lot of Foxes respect Falcon too much. Just like throw out some of my like opinions on the matchup. Like, Fox is having so much like better options, so you should not respect Falcon that much. Like running in with Nairs or run Wavish down to like bait him to throw out the move to protect himself. It makes the life of Falcon very hard, I would say. That matchup is not impossible, but it's clearly in Fox's favor. But a lot of times when I see Foxes against Falcon, it almost looks like it's in Falcon's favor. But that's also, of course, like people like SGA, etc. being very, very good players. Because yeah, like except for against a certain few floaties, I would say like the best strategy of playing with Fox is actually going in, locking down your opponent. But somewhere along like the Smash history, a lot of people got the impression of being aggressive is always bad regardless of character. And it's neither always bad, and being aggressive, like mostly, it's bad with other characters, not Spaceys. But somehow everyone like was thinking Spaceys were included in this kind of role, and that's not the case. They do have so many good options offensively to like lock down the opponent. So I really do think that's the way to play with Spaceys. Oops. And yeah, for everyone thinking this stage is anywhere near good for tournaments, that's the reason why. 2 times Rocky was super close to the edge, so he could not roll in, so I could cover everything with like a grab. Oh, and then he was like getting Shine Infinite by the wall.
Well.
Yeah, so like, ooh.
Yeah, basically buying it.
Hmm?
Zing.
Yeah, that's Fox on these stages. I actually don't understand why Foxes is not approaching on like these stages more. Like especially against characters when he has like the Shine Infinite. Oh fuck.
Oh, Prof is there.
Oh, Prague is here? What's up, Prague?
No, Prof.
Ah, Prof? Professor Pro trolling the stream already. It only takes one message. What's up, dude? And yeah, Peach is obviously the best character after every tournament I win. We have to use Bones logic. Bones logic, for the people that is not aware of that, is results is everything. It doesn't matter. Like anything else doesn't matter. Results only.
But doesn't that mean that the tier list should change like
Every tournament.
times every year? Yeah. Every
Yeah.
tournament.
Yeah, every tournament. Like this
even
summer.
small tournaments, not even just nationals.
I guess he sort of applies it to good players. So every like, you know, Apex, Evo, MLG, CEO, these kind of tournaments. I'm not sure,
He
but
does have a point though, because I mean, the metagame changes. So obviously some characters are going to become more viable.
yeah, in a sense. The thing
Like,
is,
if the metagame becomes more spaces, then obviously Mart is going to rise.
yeah, but the thing is, like, if we look at the game is still exactly built the same way as it was in 2001.
Yeah.
So some characters is gonna be better regardless. But yeah, obviously if the metagame would like be tons of like Cheeks, for example, then Puff would be even better because of that fact. But that's
Things
more like,
about how you define tier list.
yeah, that's also very true. Some people base it on results, some people base it on like potential or whatever. So yeah, that's true. But yeah,
I want to make the slide.
that would have been very good. Oh.
Oh.
No, I wanted to kill you from 1 shield drop and 10%. Ah. And yeah, for the people that is not aware of it, Prov is confirmed for Big House on the registration list, and for PM we will see Team Europe, me and Professor Pro. That's gonna be hype.
No, I want to drop you.
Prov is like by far the most entertaining player to watch for like PM, because he's amazing, and Snake is also like a very Snake is a well-designed character in PM. It's one of the few, but he is a well-designed character, I think. Damn, if all of these characters this game would not be fun anymore. But I would main maybe Dr. Mario? I don't know. Like, Falcon doesn't suit my style, and I don't like Ice Climbers and Puff. So maybe Dr. Mario. Oh damn. He has some kind of funny like edge guards. His crouch cancel game could be like giving me an edge because I'm playing Peach. And he also have a projectile, which usually my characters end up having. So yeah, maybe him. I'm just gonna tell you though, you removed every fun character with that list.
No.
Förresten, Aron, såg du att Jaffe sa att han hittade biljetter sen till Big House, att du skulle skicka med länkarna?
Yeah, Jappy, I can do that. I can send you that. Just remind me on Facebook just in case, because we're gonna end the stream kinda late. But yeah, my tickets for America is also booked. They got booked a few hours ago. So I'm confirmed for a tournament called Shape or something the weekend before Big House, and Justice the weekend after Big House. So it's gonna be 3 tournaments this time.
You said shake?
Shape.
Oh, shake. I thought you meant like shake, like in steak and shake.
Ah.
I mean steak and weight.
Steak and weight. Oh my god, that was so bad. Yeah.
Part of the CEO.
Yeah, part of the CEO. Like, it's a restaurant brand called Steak and... What was it called for real now again? Steak and Shake, yeah. And we were going there the night before CEO ended. We just wanted to grab something fast to eat, like before going to bed. Something fast, yeah. Mark my words, something fast. That's the reason we go there. After 2 hours, Rocky, Captain Crunch, and someone more, they get their food, and we are ready to go, so they can like eat the food at the house instead. So that's why we started to call it Steak and Wait instead, because that was the only thing we did for 2 hours. I think it took like 80 to 90 minutes for the rest of us to get food, and then another 30 to 40 minutes for the rest of the guys to get the food.
No, it took 80 to 90 minutes for the milkshakes. Don't you remember?
I think that's a bit exaggerated, but I think it took 2 hours in total. Something like that. Maybe 2.5. It was way too long though. Oh damn.
Oh.
The Australian tournament, I've actually no idea who I'm teaming with. They had one kind of an idea when the person that donated the most could like win the fact to like play with me in teams. I'm not sure if they ended up actually going with that idea though, so I'm not sure. I know Lucky's going too, but I would not be surprised, since both of our tickets is paid for. They don't want us to like play in one team and like wreck the tournament, and I could understand and respect that if that's the case. But if I end up teaming with one guy from Australia, I'm hoping for him to be a Sheik player for obvious reasons. Oh no! Ah, good shit.
So random.
Stitches is better to interrupt Fox uppy after the start, and yeah, you just have something to do with the fact that the Stitch is stronger, so it interrupts the uppy instead. The same thing with like certain moves, like when you try to out prioritize the uppy, no, the Stitch, it just goes through. So that's the best thing with Stitch Face against Fox in a match. You basically prevent them from doing uppy to the ledge. If you guys know how many times I was wishing every turnip was doing that, my life would be so much easier. It's like, imagine if just 1 out of 50 Sheik needles was going through Fox or Falco's uppy. No. Yeah, of course we have tournaments in Sweden. It would be impossible to like reach the level me and Leffen has reached without tournaments. but the community is for sure way smaller, and the amount of tournaments is like so bad compared to America. Nice.
Thanks. You should have tried to up B.
Yeah.
Could have gotten the hard lead.
Yeah, Tim, can you respond about the tournaments in Sweden there in the chat and like give the name to the Facebook group?
Mustafa.
No, like just send a link to like the Facebook